So today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. It is a pinky, orangey, yellowy sunset kind of eye look. I want to do a look inspired by my entire summer collection, so this is look number 2. I recently did a look surrounding Porter Miami, and MIA inspired this one. I know it's not exactly the same, but the hot pink in the electric palette really reminded me of this nail polish, so I decided to go with like a hot pink sunset eye, and I think it matches really well with these nails. And I'm so sorry, but I'm using a bunch of random colors today. I'm using the electric palette. I'm using an eyeshadow in this BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm even using a single eyeshadow from Sugarpill. I'm so sorry, it's really hard to find all of these colors in one palette, so I'm using a ton of different shades, but use whatever you have at home. I know I'm gonna get comments telling me that this lipstick washes me out, but I thought it looked so cool paired with this eye. It's a little muted and it's a little concealer looking, but I think it's cool and it's different for me. Oh, and by the way, this video was a struggle, let me tell you. I feel like I struggled throughout this entire video. Things were not working out for me, so hopefully while editing I could try to make this video work, because while I was doing my face makeup I was gonna scream. My bronzer looks choppy. Please bear with me. But anyway, enough chit chat. If you want to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so my eyes are already primed and ready to go. I'm gonna take the ColourPop Single Shadow in Running Late, and this is kind of like an orangey creamsicle shade, and I'm just gonna buff this into my crease, and this is gonna help all the other colors blend better in my crease. Now I'm taking the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Savage. And I know that this palette is no longer available, but just a hot pink will work. And I'm applying this to my entire lid. I'm taking this right up to the crease. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into this Take Me Back to Brazil eyeshadow palette. It's from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna take this hot vibrant orange. It's not the most, it's not super pigmented. It's good, but it's not like the best orange in the world, so I did have to work with it a little bit. I'm going back and forth with this shadow, and I'm kind of sandwiching this right into my crease because I want the color to go from pink to orange to yellow and kind of like have it fade really gracefully, or at least I try. So I'm working this color into my crease and really blending those two colors together, and then I'm slowly gonna start dragging it up so it fades nicely. I'm going back into that hot pink just to intensify that lid shade, because you know a lot of the shadow just gets blended away when you're doing so much crease blending. So I'm just gonna intensify that a couple times throughout this video. Now I'm gonna take a vibrant yellow. This is Butter Cupcake from Sugarpill. It's one of their single shadows. I love it. And on a smaller crease brush, I'm gonna apply this directly on top of the orange, but a little bit higher so that it looks like a nice gradient, like from the pink to the orange to the yellow, like a beautiful pink sunset. And I am just meshing all those colors together. And this one I'm dragging it up pretty high. I'm just leaving a little space underneath my brow bone because I want it to be like all over the lid, all the way up to the top. So this part does take me a little bit longer, but just keep blending until you can't blend anymore. Okay, so to highlight underneath my brow bone, I'm gonna take this Milani Single Shadow in Bella Ivory, and I'm just using this, like I said, to highlight the brow bone. I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in the shade Blacker, and I'm using this to tightline. And then, oh my gosh, this was a struggle, guys. You have no idea. This is the M Cosmetics Brush Tip Illustrative Eyeliner, and I love this, but my hand was so shaky from the coffee I drank that my wing liner, it just was not working. So I attempted my best, but please forgive me. It does not look very cute. It was a struggle. And this eyeliner is matte unless you go over it 100 times like I did, and then it creates kind of like a shiny film, not film, but like it does look shiny if you go over it too many times, and that's what I did. So anyway, I primed my skin with my Becca primer that I love, and then I mixed these two foundations together, the Wet n Wild one and my number 7 Lift and Illuminate one. I love the combo of these two together because one is more matte and one is more dewy, so it creates like a nice satin finish. And for concealer, I'm going in with my NARS Saft. What is a Saft? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Oh gosh. And I am concealing my dark circles with this product. It's very full coverage and little goes a long way. And I love this concealer very much. But I'm also highlighting the rest of my face with it in between my brows, on my nose, on my chin, just so everything looks nice and even. Okay, so to set my under eye concealer, I'm taking my RMS Beauty Unpowder Powder. And I'm just setting down the concealer, and now we can move on and finish up the eyes. So I took the Marc Jacobs eyeliner again, and I applied that to my waterline. And then I'm gonna take all 3 shades that I used on me eyes. I'm a pirate now, oh my gosh. I'm gonna take the 3 shades I used on my eyes, and I'm applying them to my lower lash line, but like in the opposite order. So I did yellow first, and I dragged the yellow down a little bit more. Then I did orange, and I did it a little bit more precisely. And then on a small little pencil brush, I took the pink shade, and I made that one even more precise, like closer to the waterline. So you kind of see a gradient from pink to yellow, kind of, a little bit, but it's a little deeper, a little smokier. And yeah, I kind of intensified my waterline because I did cover it with a lot of those eyeshadows, but I forgot to film that part. And then to highlight my inner corners, I used the Kat Von D Thunderstruck eyeshadow. And then I went in with mascara, and I was actually gonna leave it like this, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna apply just a little bit of something. So I took my Kiss single falsies. Well, they're not singles, they're kind of like 3. They have like 3 little knots in them. And I just applied a couple of those to my eyes just to give myself a little bit of oomph because I didn't want falsies, but I didn't want just mascara. And now comes the terrible part. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I scratched my face. You can see like on my left side of my face, I have like a scratch or something. I don't know how I did that, but this bronzer just like didn't work for me. This is the number 7 bronzer in Caramel, and it's just too light for my skin tone. So I went in with this Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. It's one of their newer bronzers, just to deepen up the bronze a little more, because I was blending that number 7 one for like 20 minutes and it wasn't intensifying the color much. It was like a little bit too light for me. And then it gets even worse. Okay, so this is my Kiko blush. I actually love this blush. It's in the shade 100, and I don't know if I like stamped my face wrong. Like, look at this. You see that right next to my mouth? There's like a giant Kiko blush stamp, like where it's not supposed to be. So I did my best to clean it up. Here I am struggling to clean my face because the bronzer looked choppy, the blush looked choppy. It was a hot mess, but I didn't want to redo the video, so I'm just baking and trying to fix the situation. And then I went in with this Tiki highlight by Hard Candy, and I remember this being so blinding, and like mine was broken. I just recently bought this again, and it's like not highlighting. I don't know. Mine is very dull, and I remember this being like a super intense, not intense, but like a really beautiful highlight. Mine was just like not working for me. Anyway, I thought my face was looking a little bit powdery, so I took the Morphe setting spray just to melt all the powders into my skin. And then I intensified my highlight just a little bit more with the Charlotte Tilbury highlight in the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. And then to finish up this look, I'm going in with the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Sand. I know, concealer lips, but I think it's pretty cool. And then I went over it with the NYX Mega Shine lip gloss in the shade Frosted Beige. But that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Criteria still points to a yes. Nothing's changed.
But things have changed. This is